Hi, I'm Dr. Samantha Johnson, and I am the curator of the Layman's Doctor, a holistic medicine brand that is focused on bridging the gap between healthcare workers, the healthcare system, and patients. And I have created a branding guide for healthcare workers, which is a series I have created, which is focused on really empowering healthcare workers to creating mostly an online brand, but just a brand overall. And we're going to be talking about different topics, so many things to talk about, so many things that I have learned and I want to share with others and just also to put into practice. Now, today we're going to go through Canva because, I have spoken about posting patient education, posting patient advice, and Canva has been a really crucial part to help me with posting things on my blog, posting things on my Instagram and my various social media pages, because you can literally create anything on Canva. Anything you can imagine, you can probably create it. And I'm going to show you the free 99 version because that's just the version that I have and have been using since 2018, and I have found it really great to do so. The paid version has some features that I'm really interested in, and I've been kind of toying with the idea about whether or not I should in fact get the paid version, and I think eventually I will end up get the paid version, but for now I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty great with the free version. Now let's get into it. Canva is basically a graphic designing website that has so many options for free. You can design things from IG posts, IG stories, your YouTube template, letterhead for your letters. You can even do a logo. You can do, you can do PowerPoints, you can do PDFs. You can do so many things. As I said, anything you can imagine, you can do it on Canva. And let's just do a little walkthrough. So what are you going to need in order to sign in to Canva? An email address. You can also connect it with other profiles that you have, such as maybe like a Facebook, or you can sign in with Google, or you can sign in with an email address, and you can sign in with an email address and you can make a password. In Canva, we're looking here, you can see they have so many different templates, and they also talk about their features as well, you know, photos, icons, print products, apps. You can connect it with apps, your post to apps, and if you really can't even find what you're looking for, you can just choose a custom size. You can make a design that's to whatever size you want. It can be from pixels, inches, millimeters, centimeters. I do believe though that, well, I'm not sure if with the, because I don't really use this version where I use a custom size, but there might be an issue with being able to change whether pixels, inches, and so on. But for everything, I just Google my page dimensions, or I can write in this search bar something like IG post, Instagram post, and so many options will pop up on Instagram posts. And for a lot of persons, they will just maybe choose one of these templates that they like and work from it. But my favorite thing to do is to actually use a blank post. So let's kind of go into what we can do when we have a post. When you have a blank post, you can change the background to any kind of color, or you can click background and choose a picture. So maybe you want to choose this nice, well, that's watermark. You maybe want to choose this nice, that's also watermark. I'm having a little bit of issue seeing just because of where my mic position is. But say you want to use a map, or you can Google it. I want flowers, and I want to use this pretty not cherry blossoms, these pretty ones. So you have that here. You can use this to make it transparent, completely transparent, or fully opaque, or you can kind of fade it a little bit, right? You can crop your image. and you can maybe move it where it is. You can make it smaller, how much you want to show smaller, and so on, right? So this is how much I want, and I want full opacity for argument's sake. You can also flip it. Flipping horizontally makes it go poof that way, or you can flip it vertically where it goes upside down, and now it kind of has this hanging effect. And you can also animate it. Do you want it to rise up, right? Do you want it to, you can kind of see, do you want it to breathe where it's going in and out? Do you want it to do that? And that's really good if you're doing like a GIF, and you can put cinder blocks. Block is literally the page animation that you want to do. And you can also set the timing, how long you want it to do that for, or how fast you want to do it for. But for this situation, we're not going to be playing with that. I just want to again show you all the things you can do. So we've looked at our templates. Why did I click that again? We look at our templates, and now let's go into elements. I love elements. My favorite elements are shapes. I like to use, if you look at my designs, I really like to use very simplistic, simplified designs. I love shapes and squares and those kind of things. So my typical design might be putting a shape. Again, we can change the color. And a fun thing about the color is, say, you can search by the color name, you can search by the hex code, or look at this really cool thing. You can click blue, and if you scroll down, you will see that it gives you so many options in terms of what you may want as a scheme or as a palette. And because I am using the free version and I can't really save the themes, what I might actually do is just remember the name of the theme and then Google it back whenever I want to take a picture. So let's say I'm doing this, I like this pink color, and I'm gonna make it a little bit transparent. I'm soon going to talk about these icons here. Let's just talk a little bit more about the elements. Now I have that square. Now you have pictures, right? You can search for COVID and you will see a sign about hand washing. And even with these graphics that are completely free to use, you can change up the color. Suppose I don't want a man to wear no blue coat. Suppose I want him to wear a pink shirt, right? Suppose that's what I want. Suppose I want his skin color to be a little bit darker. Suppose that's what I want. I want him to have a darker skin color so that it's more in keeping maybe with the demographic in my country. You know, you can have pictures, and also they have these little simple line art. Let's Google, let's search line art. You can just, anything you can imagine, you can get, right? I'm thinking I want some butterflies, right? Arbitrarily, I want some butterflies, and there I go. This is pro, so I can't necessarily use that, but this is free, and there I have gotten some realistic looking butterflies. And maybe I kind of want to flip that, not vertically, I meant horizontally. And then we have some butterflies. Now let's talk about position. There's so many things you can do with position, but because this is all I have right now, this is all I can show you. The butterflies, say I want to put them behind the box. So now my butterflies are behind me, right? I want to move this man. I don't like where he is, so I want to put him to the center of the page. That's how I've centered him. Maybe I want to put him at the bottom of the page. Maybe I want to put him right smack in the middle, or I want to put him to the right, or I want to put him to the left. These things you can do, but I'm going to show you a really cool thing that you can do with them as well. Now I'm going to lock this. This is to lock, right? I'm also going to lock here, and I'm going to also lock my butterflies if I can. Sometimes it's really hard to click, right? I don't know, like I'm not getting it, but I got it. And that's why I like the lock feature, because you notice because it's behind, I can just make a line there and select it, and then I can say I want more. I can duplicate it. That makes two of them. Maybe I want this really cool kind of shadow effect right? That's kind of cool. Maybe that's what I want. And then you can even link it if you want the person to be able to click it and go somewhere else. And you can, you know, I don't know what this is. I've never used it before. Copy style. I've never used that one before. But I'm gonna just delete this because I don't want it. And I have locked, and I want to lock my butterflies. So I'm gonna just get some random shapes. I'm gonna get one. Duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. I have 3 shapes. And then now in position, I want to tidy them up. And let's say that now I want to do this. I think this is better. I have them all over the place. Click on position, and I want to have them evenly spaced vertically and horizontally, and then I want to tidy them up. And you can see where it has done that. And then another thing that I like to do is actually group it. And what happens when you group it is that instead of it just being one thing, I can move it all around. So if I delete that, I'm deleting everything, and I can just press the undo button right here and get it back. You know, that's just something I wanted to show you. But now we have our design, and we want to put some, you have charts. I don't really use the charts. And we have more. Remember, I said that you can actually connect it, or you can discover content from other areas, and you have all of these apps that you can be connected to. Now, text is my favorite part, and you can just simply choose one of these, right? And you can choose any font. You are also able to upload font. However, that is gonna be if it's for Canva Pro. What I like to do is, if I'm gonna do a text, I simply like to choose a group font that I like, and then when I do that, right, what I do is I actually ungroup it, so I can move it around. And maybe I don't want that, maybe I don't want this, and I want to write something like wash your hands, right? And I just put that there, and we can resize it. Now you can use this arrow to make it extend. You can resize the font size like this by clicking on those buttons and literally pulling at it. You can also resize it here. You can change the color. Maybe I want it to be white. Would you really be able to see white? Maybe we'll stick to black, right? We have this, and you can make it underlined. Sometimes you can't make it bold, right? There we can change if it's uppercase or not. We can change the alignment. You can change the spacing of it as well. You can animate it. You can have effects. Maybe I want it to have kind of a spaced out look, or I want it to have a lift look, or I want it to have a shadow look. That's really up to you. And I'm telling you, there's so much that you can do in Canva, right? But I'm just gonna put it as none, and I'm gonna have this here. Maybe I'm gonna go back to elements, get another square, and make a little kind of a banner thing. And you can create your style. You can figure out what it is that you want and how you want to do it. And it's really, trust me, it's all up to you. You can do anything that you want in Canva. If you can imagine it, you can get it. Trust me. So right, maybe that's our post. And this is looking very kind of haphazard, looking very crazy, but I'm really just trying to show you what I'm doing. And maybe I want to group this so that it sticks. I can move it anywhere and it can stick to it. Now, the most exciting thing that I like are the uploads, right? I have put in so many pictures. You know, I have pictures of persons, pictures of myself, and you can put your logo in. Here is my logo, and you can just place that on anything that you create. You know, maybe this is not so great because everything is in pink, so people, and my logo is pink, so people can't really read it. But maybe you want to put your logo just in a corner or something, or you want to put it more prominent. But you can kind of upload anything. If I want to post, let me choose a really professional looking picture of myself. Maybe I want to use a picture, and then in elements I search for frames, I've been really loving this circular frame, and I can put my picture in the frame, and know instead of this person, you know, maybe I'm the one in front of it, and so on. So we kind of have a very haphazard looking graphic, nothing too fancy, nothing too great. Didn't really have a theme coming into it. I just really wanted to show you how to use Canva. And Canva is really great because you can do so much, and especially if you're working with a small budget, you're working with the fact that maybe you just don't have the budget to get someone to do graphics for you, or maybe you like doing graphics but you're not great at Photoshop or Procreate, or you want to take some step in. Canva is a great way to do quick and easy stuff, and they even have a mobile app. Here we're just going to label this as Samantha's test, and I'm going to show you on Canva how I actually make sure other people can work with it. I should have probably told you how to share it, but it's saving right now. Before I click back on different ways to share it and download it, I'm going to show you, I will move it to a folder, and that folder is someone has access to it. So the other person who helps out with the Layman's Doctor has access to that folder. But you can download it, and you can download it as a PNG, JPEG, PDF, print, standard, and it usually suggests to you the best way that you can download it. You can also share this as a link, or just add someone's email address or the person on the on the team. So Canva is a very useful tool, and if you use it properly, it can really look very unique, very well done. A lot of times persons will talk about, oh, it just looks like it's made with Canva, and so what? Sometimes persons have really great designs that are made with Canva and don't look like Canva. But even if your designs look like they're made with Canva, don't worry. So what? Canva designs are great looking, they're really sleek, and they're really unique, and it can really help you with getting your message across, helping you with how to put stuff in a way that persons can read and understand. And it's great. I even think they have tutorial videos. If you look here, learn, they teach you how to do different things on Canva. It's a great resource if you're interested in having it's not even an online brand. If your business or your personal blog, your brand, your social media uses flyers, graphics, templates, anything, just get a Canva account, till around, learn how to use Canva, and it can really help you in your business, in your brand, and in how you get your media, how you get your content across. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you know someone who would benefit from this, please don't hesitate to share. If you like it, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I have so much more of these videos to just talk about and building your brand. I'm super excited. Until the next video, I cannot wait to share with you guys. I cannot wait to talk more about branding. So I just can't wait. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.